Almost all of the 18,000 people who live in Los Alamos pulled out when the evacuation was ordered yesterday. But Los Alamos is not entirely a ghost town tonight. Amanda Goodman reports on some important volunteers who stayed behind.
We understand there's risks, but this is our community, and this is how we support our communities.
The Los Alamos Elks Lodge's support comes in the form of food. Their volunteers are cooking up hot meals for firefighters, cops, and anyone else who needs one. 11 years ago, they did the same thing during the Cerro Grande fire. Back then, they served up to 5,000 meals a day. Those heading to the front lines of this fire say it's a welcome sight.
Well, it's appreciated to have a hot meal. I didn't know about this place that was open because everything in Los Alamos right now is closed or vacated.
The police chief says most of the town has cleared out, with the exception of about 150 or so people.
Looks worse than it is.
Jeff Aslan is one of the holdouts. He spent the night watching the glow of the fire from his house on the western side of town. He's staying because he doesn't think the fire will reach the town site and because he's worried about looters, even though the National Guard, state police, and even firefighters are patrolling the streets of Los Alamos constantly. For now, Aslan says he's going about his daily business and has no plans to leave.
Pretty much just hanging out, you know. I thought there'd be a lot more people sticking it out up here, but I guess everybody bailed.
The police chief says although they would like everyone to clear out of town, they can't make them, and so they're taking precautions to keep those who stay behind safe.
We've created lists for all of those residences, so we know if fire is imminent to any one of those houses, our first responders can get there and further encourage them to evacuate quickly.
It may seem premature, but the police chief says they are already working on a plan to get people back into town in a safe and orderly fashion once they get the all clear. He didn't want to speculate, though, on when that would be. In Los Alamos, Amanda Goodman, KRQE News 13.
Situation is way too iffy right now to have any kind of speculation about when the evacuation might be lifted and people allowed to return. Now, for those who did leave town, there is a meeting for evacuees scheduled for about a half hour from now, 6 o'clock, in the gym at Pewaukee High School. That is also where a temporary post office has been set up so that people from Los Alamos can pick up their mail.